for you to try. The first one is try setting new goals. I know this might sound simple, but hear me out. You have specific goals, you haven't been hitting them. So that says either one, you have not worked hard enough to hit them, or you just literally made a goal that was impossible for you to hit right now. So readjust and reimagine your goals so that you can accomplish something and get a win. I was going live every day. I think I did for like 47 days. It was somewhere around the six weeks in a row. It was great. But I was like, let me see how long I could go. But then I got COVID. There were the LA fires, literally like in my backyard. House could have burned down, and we were on watch and stuff. Like, it was not sustainable for me at the time. And I've been like, man, I kind of miss life. So I'm back here again, and I'm just thinking, what kind of goals that are sustainable can you make to hit your content marketing goals, so you can get your content out, so you can market your business, so that you can bring awareness and gain an audience for your business. And I've been thinking about my goals. Do I really need to go live every single day? No, I feel like for a stretch, that's cool, and it was community building, and I actually found some really cool YouTube friends doing so. But it's not really necessary in order to grow. I think that there's a lot of people that had winter arc goals and 75 hard goals, and they're trying to kill themselves and push themselves to um, create content every single day in hopes that this might actually help them monetize within 30 days or within a couple of months. But if you look at regular businesses, their content marketing strategies, like they're just strategies in general, do not consist of just what the next 30 days and the next 2 months, 3 months will be. Their marketing strategies are quarterly, annual, 5 years out. Like, they're long term. So if you could start thinking about your content marketing goals as what are your short-term goals and your long-term goals, and what's going to be sustainable and not just something that you sprint and do and you have to stop because you literally cannot keep it up, then you'll start hitting your goals better. So the first thing is to adjust your goals. Adjust your goals to be more bite-sized. It's okay to have the big, scary, humongous goals of hitting 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, or 50,000 followers on Instagram, or hitting your first 100K income year in your business. All of those are great goals, but what goal can you set for the next 30 days? And then what goal can you set for the next 60 and 90 days? And how can the first goal of the 30 days compound to help you hit the goal of the 60-day goal or the 90-day goal? This is some really practical stuff. And I know that there are a lot of people that tell you, yeah, have the big goals. I'm not saying to get rid of the big goal. I'm saying that when you've never hit such a big goal before, it looks so attainable that sometimes you just don't even start. And so you get overwhelmed, you quit, you put it off because in your head you've already said that you can't hit it. So what I want you to do is take a look at, what do you realistically think you can accomplish? Let's say like in the next week, and just do something. Can you do one thing? Can you write out a script? Can you, hi Oreo, can you write out a script? Can you plan your next 4 videos or your next 4 posts? Instead of putting a goal on the time, can you put a goal on the actions? Can you create an action plan that is going to focus on the things that you do instead of the things that you want to accomplish? When you focus on the things that you do, the outcome doesn't matter at first, because I've realized that as long as you do something, you're going to improve. You're going to have more than what you did the day before. Now, some days you might have some zeros, but then other days you might have some fives and some sixes and some eights and some 20s. I was scrolling through my tab on YouTube and saw this older woman that I started following, I don't know, maybe like 7 years ago. She only had like a couple hundred followers. We were like at the same. Right now, I still have a couple hundred followers. Well, I only had like 100 back then, but I've gained a little bit more. But she has a couple thousand followers. She has like, I think it was like 3,300 something, like 3.3 thousand. Each of her videos are still only getting 50 views, a couple of hundred views, but she has multiple thousand followers over the last 6, 7 years. So my point is, yes, we might want more than that after that time. Maybe she's monetized, maybe she's not. I'm not sure if she's monetized, but what I do know is that she has more than what she started with 5, 6, 7 years ago. So if you continue with the small goal of just say posting once a week, every other week if once a week feels too much, whatever the small action that you can consistently do is what should be your goal. Instead of saying, I want to hit the 1,000 subscribers in the next 30 days. I want to become monetized in the next 30 days. I want this and I want that. Instead of saying what you're going to do. A lot of us want stuff. What's up, Toasted Buddy? A lot of us want stuff. We have things that we want to attain. We have things that we want to achieve. But you can't achieve them if you don't do stuff. And if you don't do stuff, you're not going to get the things that you get when you accomplish the actionable goals. So I'm urging you to take a step back from looking at your goals as what the outcome is or the accomplishment or the reward, and look at your goals as what actions will you take. So with this in mind for myself, I was like, okay, what do I want to do for my content? What I would love to do is post three pre-recorded videos a week. I don't think that's possible for me right now. And also I do them in a podcast style when I record at home. But I feel like one a week is possible. And then maybe going live once a week is possible. Like that is a certainty that I can do. Like it'll still be tough to fit in, but like I'm on my lunch right now. I can get in my car and talk, build community and share my thoughts and different things, and then have my recorded videos. I call my fancy videos for my pre-recorded content. That's a little bit more structured. That would technically be like 2 posts a week. But I can have that as a foundation, even though that's not the exact thing that I want to do. I'd love to do 3 videos a week. I'd love to go live every single day, but that's just not the way that my life is set up right now with working a regular job, 40 hours a week, having 3 kids, twins, that's potty training. If you know, the energy and mental capacity that potty training takes, especially for twins. And I have all boys. So hello, Ahmed. Hello, what's up? Welcome to those that are new here. Just talking about goals. If you haven't hit your content marketing goals, we're talking about how you can set new goals that are essentially just more achievable right now. Like, what are the goals before the big goals? What can you do now that'll help you get to the big goal later? Right? So maybe the big goal that you wanted to hit in the next 6 months, maybe that's your 12-month goal instead. But what can you do in the next 12 weeks? I have been reading to the audiobook on Audible, the 12-week year. And I'm very encouraged to really give it a try. and see what does my actions look like? How many actions can I tally up? Can I add up? Can I do in a 12-week time period? Because I'm looking at this first quarter and I haven't posted any content. Well, no, that's not true. I went live. I did go live, and those are posted. Those are public. But all of February, I don't think I posted anything. Maybe I went live once, maybe. But I'm like, I need new goals. So it's raining outside, and yeah, it's cold too. But what are my Q2 goals going to be? We have the first quarter about to end. A quarter of the year is almost gone in the next couple of weeks. What are your goals going to be for the next couple of weeks to finish out this quarter, and what are your goals going to be for the next quarter? Because then that's June, and then we're to the summer. And then I remember literally getting to June last year and thinking, like, I had all of these goals. I was going to launch this podcast. I was going to be posting every week, and did like none of it. I planned and I researched and I thought about it, and I thinked I thought and thought and thought, and kept on taking more trainings and more courses and more coaching, thinking I'm not ready. But eventually you just got to start doing this stuff. And as my husband likes to repeat what I said, when it comes to hitting any goal that you have, how you get it is how you keep it. So if you try to bombard your schedule with posting, 5 times a day, or just something that is so unsustainable, you'll lose it, because when you burn out, then you have to take a break, and then you're not doing anything, right? And so I gave him this kind of analogy, or this saying, when I was talking about like working out, because I used to be a personal trainer back in the day, certified personal trainer. And I said, I taught my clients, how you get it is how you keep it. So if you try to lose 10 pounds working out 3 hours a day, and, barely eating anything, barely like 1,000 or 1,100 calories, you're that once you stop doing that, you're going to lose the accomplishments that you hit. You lost the weight, you're going to gain it back, because how you get it is how you keep it. You can't lose the weight by working out for the 3 hours and then only eating 1,200 calories, and then go back to your regular 2,400 calories, and then go back to only working out 30 minutes a day, or maybe none at all, and then expect to keep your results. That's just not going to happen. So the same thing with content marketing. If you're thinking about it long term, if you're thinking about it like a part of your business, because you always have to market your business. There's no successful business that doesn't have any source of marketing. The marketing could be referrals. The marketing could be online. It could be billboards. It could be TV. It could be radio. But every single business has marketing. So if you don't have your own marketing department, aka your content marketing, you're not getting any customers. You're not making any money. You're not building a business. Then it's still just a thought. It's still just an idea. It's still just a hobby. And I'm not saying that to hurt your feelings, because I have definitely hobbied some of my businesses previously. But I don't want to do that no more. I haven't been doing that. I just needed to reassess my goals. So maybe you might need to reassess your goals too. If you feel like your winter arc has failed, if you feel like your first quarter of the year goals have failed, make new goals, and make your goals based on what you're going to do, not what results you want. And sorry, I keep on clearing my throat in you guys' ear. I'm not even sick. I just been kind of having like asthma-ish coughing for a really long time. So we're going to make goals that are based on what we're going to do. But then also we're going to make a plan on how we're able to complete those tasks. So I'm like looking at my schedule and I just go like, man, where's the time? I don't have the time. I cannot get up at 5 o'clock right now. I just can't. One of my babies got up screaming. I think it was 3:48 in the morning. And I was just like, man. And he was like screaming in the bed. He didn't come to my door. I wish he would have, because I would have just had him lay down with me, but I had to like get up and go like comfort him. I think I don't know, maybe he was having a bad dream or something. I don't know. Um I thought about staying up. I really did, but I was like, I don't want a screen in my face. I don't want lights in my eyes. I really would like to go back to bed, but I didn't. I ended up listening to a video passively on YouTube and didn't fall back asleep until like 5 something, and like 5 in the morning, and then I was like too tired to get up during my regular time. I called in and said I was going to be in to work late because I didn't have much sleep. I had a headache. I hadn't made breakfast for anybody. And I was just like, I just need some time. Now, I could have stayed up and did some editing. I had thought about it. I could have, but I didn't. And I'm not blaming myself for that, because I feel like it is totally ridiculous to think that anybody should have to get up. Yeah. Hello. I'm in. Hello, Jacobson. Good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. But it got me thinking, like, all right, maybe I wasn't going to get up at essentially 4 in the morning and edit this morning. But what if one day I did? What if just like one day I got up at like 4? Like one day I ate the frog. And I don't have to do it every single day. It's nighttime for you. That's cool. It's almost 2 o'clock p.m. In the afternoon. Like kind of right smack down in the middle of the day, but it's very hazy and gloomy here in LA because it's raining for once. I wish the rain was like this when the fires were going on, but that's how it goes. Oh, you're in Sweden? That's cool. That's awesome. Well, I'm gonna go to Sweden sometime. I've been to Germany, but I haven't been to Sweden yet. But yeah, I am like, let's take a look at my schedule and see where I can fit in some editing, because that's the part that takes the longest. I can record content all day as long as my battery doesn't die and as long as my camera doesn't overheat. I can record content out all day, but the editing takes some time. So I've actually been editing on my lunch. I've been editing in the evenings, when I'm just like kind of sitting around scrolling on my phone, while my husband watches TV. Like, I don't really watch a whole bunch of TV. I prefer most of my entertainment on my phone, on YouTube and podcasts and audiobooks and stuff. Um, so that's what I need to do, is fit in the tasks that hold me back from hitting the goals. So where can I schedule the editing? Where can I schedule um, the final parts of the content creation? I create the content and then I don't put the content out because it's bottlenecked because I haven't edited. I probably have like 50 pieces of content I got more than that. It's probably like 100, like, especially because I have a whole bunch from last year. So that I'm trying to discipline myself to not keep on going to the easy route of recording content and focus on the editing, because I do want the editing to be a certain way. You have some people that say don't edit, and that's cool, but you also have to be true to yourself and how you want to do your content and what image you want to portray from your content. I am chill and I want to portray chill, but I also do want to portray a level of professionalism in my content. So I do feel like some editing is necessary in my pre-recorded content. um, when I do like my little fancy setup, when I do my in-home studio. So I have different levels of content. I think that's the other part of the goals, right? You're not hitting your content marketing goals because your standards are too high. You want everything to look like RGB lights with a super aesthetic background, with the lights perfectly lighting you and looking all cinematic. You want all your content to look like that. And it's an unrealistic goal for most people when they're first getting started, unless you have a lot of money and unless you have a lot of time. So I decided that I was going to have tiers for my content. I'm going to have my what I call my really fancy content, where I have my RGB light in the background. I have my light set up. I'm using my professional camera with a really nice lens with a nice focal length on it and all of that. Like that's like you could say my branded content. And then I have maybe my casual content where I'm doing live and I'm just talking. I have no script, I have no outline. I literally just start with a title and I start talking about what I'm talking about. And then I have somewhere in the middle, and this is maybe still a horizontal video. Maybe it is a little bit outlined, but it's a little bit more um, relaxed. It's not as crispy, it's not as pristine. It's getting the message out there without worrying too much about all of the aesthetics. And so I feel like there is a benefit to having different levels of content and saying, okay, today is a high caliber um, visual content creation day. Today, right now, I just wanted to create. Like, I just wanted to create. I just wanted to get on here. I just wanted to talk, and I wanted to share. I wanted to share my thoughts and share my ideas because I haven't hit my goals for the first quarter. And if you haven't, then maybe this might encourage you. And maybe some of the tips that I'm going to be using for myself will help you. And this is not like the perfect setup. I'm sitting in my car. Maybe you hear my engine in the background. My seat warmers are on, so that feels good. I don't have my mic in. I don't know how this is going to sound. Like, my hair is not my favorite right now, but it's okay. My gray is popping. And we're here. We're here, we're showing up, and that's the goal. That's the goal. So I haven't completely decided what my schedule is going to be for creating. I do know I want to create more regularly, like on a weekly basis, and then also post on a weekly basis, or at least share something on a weekly basis. But yeah, I was telling my husband, like, I just really want to take every opportunity to give my content marketing like a full, like the full throttle of whatever my full throttle is, right? Being a wife and a parent of 3 and working full time, it can be a lot. But if you never sacrifice a little bit of sleep, if you never sacrifice a little bit of fun, if you never sacrifice a little bit of comfort so that you can work on your business, then you're never going to grow the business. Like, it's not just going to all of a sudden magically start growing. You're not going to magically start getting followers and subscribers and email community members. You're never going to start getting inquiries about your products or your services. You're never going to start randomly having people buy your digital products or whatever it is that you sell if you don't actually make people aware that you actually exist. So that's the goal right now. The goal right now is just to take action, to share the content, to share the ideas, and allow people that have never found you before to find you. So ask yourself these questions. How many times can I show up in my content a week? And then what can I say that would be meaningful to the community or the audience that you're trying to attract? Those are the only two things. Like, how often are you going to show up, and what can you say? Those are your content ideas, essentially. Ooh, wee. Hold up here. Hold up. Hold up. Jacobson asked me what's my favorite color. Um, I love burgundy, but I also love green. So. I need to breathe. I need to breathe. I keep on coughing. All right. So, is there anything else that we can talk about regarding goals? Um, I think I touched on it a little bit, like the time frame of the goals, like making the goal a year, can be like really tough. Like this year, I want to hit 100,000 followers. This year, I want to hit 100,000 subscribers. But something that felt very encouraging and very healthy was when I was doing my 30-day live challenge, which I said earlier, but I ended up hitting like 40 some days in a row of going live. I didn't put a goal of subscribers on there. Like in my head, I was like, it's nice if somebody subscribes every time I go live. That would minimum be 30. That would be great. It would let me know that I'm talking about the right things, since I did have people join my lives. But I ended up gaining like almost 120 subscribers at that time, um, going live every day for a little over 6 weeks. So then now I'm like in a 6 week period, I gained like 120 subscribers. Now I can say, all right, for like a 30-day period, can I gain another 100? Right? And that feels a lot more attainable than saying, I'd love to gain 1,000 subscribers in the next month. Like I can't even fathom what it would take to get there, because I've never done it before, not even close. But I have gone live for 6 weeks in a row, and I have the statistics that tells me that when I talk about these things and I go live for this amount of time, I was able to get this many followers or subscribers. So if I was able to get this many subscribers in a 6 week period, maybe I can challenge myself to hit that goal or that result based on similar goals of the tasks that I'm going to do. So basically, if I'm going to post 1 to 2 times a week, pre-recorded videos, and go live 1 to 2 times a week, which is ultimately what I'd love to do. Like my big goal that I don't think is sustainable right now would be to go live every single day and post 3 times a week. I don't think that's sustainable right now. But my minimum goal is to post once a week and to do one live a week. And then my like maybe I can, maybe I can't goal is to post 2 pre-recorded videos each week and 2 lives each week. I think between the minimum and the middle goal, I can do that. And then I have a lot to work with for my email marketing and my Instagram and LinkedIn and all of those other things. But it just starts with doing something. And that's where what we're back to. It's just doing something. So what can you do? What can you do realistically that you feel is within your reach that you're able to do? That's what I want you to do. That's what I want you to try out. It has been great hanging out with you. If you've made it this far, you're a real one. Thank you for hanging out. And if you haven't already, go ahead and grab your exclusive copy to the Content Marketing Profit Plan with the link in the description, to help you set your foundation for creating profitable content to grow your business online. All right, well, if you haven't already, subscribe and remember to share a meaningful marketing message with someone you can help. Bye for now.